Welcome to Suplexus's Wrestling Podcast. I'm Suplexus, and today we'll be rebooking Bobby Lashley's return to WWE. So, let's see what they did first. So, they had him come back, beat up Elias. That went nowhere. And then a boring tag team match at Backlash where he teamed with Strowman to fight Cammy. And then Money in the Bank. A horrible feud, him and Zayn, where obviously his sisters came in. And yeah, so that wasn't too good of booking for Bobby Lashley, and I can do it better. Oh, one other thing happened. I forgot about this feud as well. And it just happened. Roman Reigns fought Bobby Lashley at Extreme Rules. Lashley won. And then next week, depends when you're watching, Bobby will fight Roman. So, let's rebook this. I would have him debut after WrestleMania. Keep it the same pretty much, except at WrestleMania, Brock Lesnar would lose the Universal Championship to Roman Reigns. So he beats up Elias. At Backlash, we don't have him fight until Backlash, I should also mention. At Backlash, it's built up as his return to WWE. He fights Elias. He beats Elias. So, after that, the next night on Raw, next night, Elias comes out. He wants his rematch. But since Money in the Bank is coming up, Kurt Angle comes out. He announces that the winner of the match will get a spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. So, Bobby Lashley wins that. He's in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Brock Lesnar isn't at the pay-per-view. That's important. So, at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, Bobby Lashley is about to win Money in the Bank until Brock Lesnar comes, F5s him, thus taking him out of the match. And then Strowman, he could win the Money in the Bank. I don't know. So, anyways, Lashley's out of the match. So, at Extreme Rules, Paul Heyman reveals he's recruited someone else to take down Bobby Lashley. That person, Kevin Owens. So, at Extreme Rules, Bobby Lashley beats Kevin Owens in an Extreme Rules match. And then we start building towards SummerSlam, where Bobby Lashley will fight Brock Lesnar in the main event. So, SummerSlam comes around. Bobby Lashley defeats Brock Lesnar. And yeah. So, now that that's out of the way, if you were watching TNA last year or the year before, Bobby Lashley was a heel, and a great heel. So this is where we start building to that. So, this is important. Roman Reigns retains his Universal title against Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam. So, at Hell in a Cell, Bobby Lashley fights his friend Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. And in this match, Seth merely escapes with the roll-up. And after the match, Bobby Lashley beats up Seth Rollins, confirming the heel turn. So the next night on Raw, the build-up to the Australia show thing, Bobby Lashley challenges Seth Rollins to an IC title rematch in Melbourne, Australia for the championship, no holds barred. Seth Rollins accepts, so in Melbourne, Bobby Lashley loses via disqualification, and he keeps beating him up over and over. Punch, kick, slam, suplex, I don't know. Moves like that. So, Roman Reigns comes out to save him. And then, at what's the next pay-per-view? At the unnamed pay-per-view, let's see, Backlash. So at Backlash, Bobby Lashley fights Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns retains the Universal Championship, but lower on the card, Dean Ambrose defeats Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. So at Survivor Series, Roman Reigns beats AJ Styles in a champion versus champion match. And the final two on the Raw team, Bobby Lashley and Seth Rollins. Bobby Lashley beats up Seth Rollins. They lose. SmackDown wins for the whole night because of that. That's the main event, I should mention. And then Roman Reigns comes down to save him, but then Seth Rollins accidentally drop kicks him. He went for Lashley, but he hit Roman, and then Lashley does the Dominator, his old finisher. Look it up, Bobby Lashley old finisher. It's pretty cool. So, and then at Clash of Champions, we have a big triple threat elimination match. Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins eliminates Roman Reigns, and then Bobby Lashley eliminates Seth Rollins. He is the new Universal Champion. Everyone's shocked. So, at the Royal Rumble, Roman Reigns, being Roman Reigns, asks for a rematch for his title, but under one stipulation. Bobby Lashley accepts. If Roman Reigns loses, he must go to SmackDown Live. So, at the Royal Rumble, Bobby Lashley retains the Universal Championship, and Roman Reigns goes to SmackDown and does his thing. Later, in the Royal Rumble match, Seth Rollins wins the Royal Rumble, last eliminating Dean Ambrose. So, at No Way Out, we have Bobby Lashley versus Brock Lesnar the rematch from SummerSlam. Bobby Lashley retains, and then Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose, and an I Quit match where Bobby Lashley costs Seth Rollins the match somehow, some way, or last man standing, because you want to keep Seth like the Iron Man that he's built as. So, at WrestleMania, Bobby Lashley defeats the odds stacked against Rollins, retains the Universal Championship. At Backlash, he also retains, and then at Money in the Bank, it's a triple threat match for the Universal Championship. Throw Dean Ambrose in, Seth Rollins finally pins Bobby Lashley with the buckle bomb, the curb stomp, 1, 2, 3, new Universal Champion Seth Rollins, and then Bobby Lashley. Where you go from there, you can pick in the comments. Maybe have him fight someone like Daniel Bryan, David versus Goliath, or have him reclaim the title. Put him in a tag team with Strowman, maybe. Turn him face. Align him with Paul Heyman. A lot of things. That's it. Like, subscribe, share, do all that stuff. But most importantly, enjoy your day. See you later. Bye.